What is up, y'all? We've got some breaking crime news here, man. Elon Musk, you see what he's talking about. Well, it's not necessarily breaking. You see, this was 2 days ago, but he says enough is enough, right? On his platform, X. Go back to calling it Twitter, please. But seriously, this is a serious news story. Enough is enough, says Elon. It says the man who set an innocent woman on fire on the New York subway, Sebastian Zepeda, is Zepeda. Sounds like peta, pedo. I don't know. Sounds like a weirdo just from his name. But hey, is a recent migrant, in quotes, from Guatemala. The Biden regime refused, all caps, to deport him, and an innocent woman lost her life as a result. Mass deportations now. So Trump hasn't taken office yet. He will, what, in about a few weeks, get sworn in officially. I'm wondering what he's going to do with this UAP, drone, UFO stuff that he spoke highly out against, the way the Biden administration's handling it. But this is something else he's been talking heavily about. Mass deportation. Get them up out of here. What do you think about this? Do you agree? Had you heard of this news story? And I don't know, is anyone familiar with this? Based on what he's saying, it sounds like this guy had been charged with some kind of crime before or something like that, to where deportation, was like an option and didn't happen. I don't know if that's exactly the case. You know what I mean? Comment in, everyone, and let me know if you're up on that or not, or if we should dive deeper into this. As always, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. Apologize for all the background noise, guys. I'm just out and about, moving around, and always got to get to the content throughout the day. Talk about these different news stories, because the news can be deceiving, or sometimes it can be on point and not as in depth as it should be. And that's what I'm saying about this story. Had anyone heard about this? What is your thoughts? Um, this is on Alvin Bragg and Governor Kathy Hochul. Alvin Bragg got, no, not Alvin Bragg, my bad. That was someone else that got charged with a Fed case. Alvin Bragg is a prosecutor, I believe, right? Or the DA. Them and Joe Biden all have blood on their hands. Find and lock up this dude up on day one. Tom Homan is going to have a lot of work to do. This is so incredibly out of hand. Our politicians need to be on trial for creating this situation. This gentleman, Nick Sordor, responds and says they knew it was going to come to this too, but they didn't care. So New York City is a city that often is, mentioned in these kinds of news stories about bail reform and immigration and stuff like this, in this type of context, very often. So he is the same guy who was just sitting there. Disgusting. Find him, execute him. Someone says, yep, same guy. Police looked at him and told him to leave, so he did. I can't play that video because I believe it shows the fire right there, but pretty horrific stuff. Set this woman on fire. Has this guy been caught? Hold on, let's scroll down and see what anyone else is saying. Terrible, and the worst part, preventable. How many more people have to die before Democrats will finally agree that there's a problem? Migrant, my ass. Someone says, if you make, or same guy, Nick Sordor, says, if you make an illegal asylum claim, you're still an illegal. Very few of these people have legitimate asylum claims. Something else that's come up a lot. The, what are they called? Sanctuary cities and all that stuff. It's a pretty big topic. I saw some guys that were making a lot of content about this, where they were in Chicago. It's these two guys, a black dude and a white dude, and that's kind of their gimmick. Like, hey, I'm come from this background, this gentleman comes from this background, but we're both Americans and we're sick of this ish. Did you guys see that video where they go in Chicago to this downtown facility that seemingly like housed a bunch of people who made those claims for asylum? And what do you guys think about that? Is there a lot of false asylum claims or no? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Like, let's talk all about this. That's, again, what this channel is all about. Just have an open dialogue. Let's agree to disagree if necessary, I ain't much for arguing. It goes down sometimes in the comments, but we got to talk about the news, like, we got to get to it. So, But yeah, did you guys see that? They went in to try to check the place out, and they were quickly told to get the fuck out of there and quit recording. Very rude too. It was pretty crazy, man. But yeah, pretty wild stuff. This guy, what's his name? Sebastian Zepeda, recent migrant from Guatemala. What do you think? Let's talk about it. Stay tuned for updates again. Elon says enough is enough. Oh, let's see some of the replies. We'll read like 3 of the replies in Elon's response thread. He's very heavily supporting Trump. He says the Democrats betrayed the American people by purposefully bringing in millions of illegals into this country in a desperate bid to retain their power with no regard for the safety and security of U.S. citizens. We don't want to hear any whining from the Democrats, so their lackeys in the propaganda media about the mass deportation to protect U.S. citizens. We also demand those responsible for these treasonous crimes be brought to justice. Do you agree with that? Do you think Trump will do that? Bring some people to justice? What is your thought? Someone else says, where's the riots? Where's the legacy media top story? Where's the politicians in statements? So people are saying this ain't getting coverage. Let's cover it. Let's talk about it. Where's all the celebs? Where's the View, the Obamas, Kamala, Biden, Work Brigade, anyone? An innocent person set on fire in public and nobody cares because it's directly caused by the Democrats' open border policy. This individual flat out says satanic, but penny stops a lunatic like this and the whole world is up in arms. Do you agree with this stuff, guys? And yet another, who is this? Lakin Riley, Kayla Hamilton, Lizbeth Medina. I'm not up on this news story. Are you guys? Should we dive deeper into this story here? True time to remove these maniacs out of America. We the people have had enough. So there you have it, man. Elon's had enough. A lot of people are saying that. Let's talk about it. Subscribe and stay tuned for updates for true crime content, and other related news. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.